What's up, everyone? We are back with another live cold calling session, and I'm going to be cold calling my third cold call session in Las Vegas, a brand new market for me. And I'm going to start this session with a guy that said he wants to sell, but call him back at like 12:30. So let's call him back. Let's see. Let's make sure everything's connected. Let's hope this becomes something. But even if not, no big deal. We're just going to keep on. What number is it? This number. All right, we're dialing in. Hello, Ruben. Hey, Ruben, it's Justin. We spoke a couple hours ago about your home on Pillar Point. Yeah, I mean, you said call you back like around 12:30, because you said you were interested in selling it? Yeah, well, I mean, when you say you're interested in selling it, what does that mean? Like you wanna sell it now or like what does that mean? Okay, well, that's not unusual. What were you hoping for? Oh, okay. So, I mean, sounds like you'd only consider selling if you got market value then. Yeah. Have you ever considered going with a realtor? I'm not one, but I'm just kinda curious. Okay. Well, I mean, if that's the case, man, like I'll just be upfront with you. I buy and I don't buy properties for cash at market value, but I can do a couple things for you, man. I mean, I can have a really good friend of mine, a really great agent to, talk to you, maybe list it, or maybe we can talk about other selling options. Maybe for me to buy it closer to the value, but likely not a cash offer. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that that's not my specialty, but my buddy or I have a good realtor that could. But I mean, you mind if I just ask a couple more questions just to see if it makes sense for me or my realtor friend for even us for us to work together? Yeah, I mean, what has you considering selling in the first place? Looks like a nice home. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, how long have you been considering it, man? Oh, shoot. Okay. Uh, is there like have you tried to do anything about selling it so far? Gotcha, gotcha. So you're not working with any other real estate professional? Gotcha, gotcha. Well, how about this, man? I know it's Friday. I know the weekend's tomorrow, but I think I my buddy will be good, my realtor friend, to be able to just like talk to you and like provide you his opinion on comps to maybe just get you an idea of like what you can actually get for it. It's not my specialty, but it's his. You want me to connect you guys? Oh, you have a your preference already in the realtor? Okay. I mean, are you sure? Like, I'd like to be able to set something up so like he can see it soon. Oh, well, I mean, you might ask what are the things you look at? I'm kinda curious 'cause I try to get realtors too for myself. Yeah, like, show and actually market it. Like, most realtors, when I talk to them, they literally just put it on the market, and it's dumb. Yeah, no, I mean, so I have a few in the area, and, like, they'll actually put work in. That's why I like them, is they'll because this isn't me, this is my like, the people that I know that actually do good business. They'll list it, they'll reach out to the neighbors, like, "Hey, look, we're listed right now." They'll reach out to agents, like, they'll actually market it. I don't know a lot of realtors that actually do that, and I don't get anything from it, but, I actually care. If you wanna sell it, obviously, I can't buy it because 'cause I'll be offering you something that you'll hate. But if you did want to, like yeah, I mean, I will text you. Wait, is this your cell phone? Okay. Yeah, I'll text you. It's gonna be coming from a 559 area code number. I just moved to Vegas. But, I'll text you his contact info. Is it cool if I just have him, like, text you too? Okay. Awesome. Well, dude, I appreciate your time, and, hopefully we can get your house sold sometime. Alright. Yep. See you, man. Bye. Ooh, a listing lead off the first one? Shoot. Shoot. Roham, where are you, man? I've got let's go. Wisher, he said, "I'm laughing comparing your conversation versus mine. You're so smooth with it." Yeah, he was actually very hesitant with me, like, even if it didn't sound like it, he was super hesitant. He was like he was nice, but he's like I said, like, "Dude, I got a realtor if you want one." He's like, "Well, no, like, I wanna do my own due diligence. I wanna find my own." I was like, "I mean, what would you do to find one? Like, what do you care about?" And he just didn't want someone to put it on the market and list it. Like, that's what most realtors do anyways. And the realtors I know, they actually put in some work. So I let him know that, "Hey, look, not a lot of realtors do it. Most of these people, they do this, like, exactly what you said. Like, hey, like, let me just connect you. And if I get a listing out of it, like this house, what's it worth?" I looked it up real quick before I called him. I think could sell for at least 300,000, 300 or 330,000. So if it sold for 300,000 and my buddy got it and he got 3% commission, maybe his broker took, I don't know, 10%, $8,100 commission. We split 50-50. That gets me 4K. Like, yeah, like I'll take that. So let's see, Roham, what do you got, man? I said, might have gotten your first listing lead today on the first day cold calling. Um, you know what? I should probably just, yeah, I want to let me type my guy's information into Podio, my CRM first, and then I will let Roham know, my friend. I'm like, hey, you better reach out to this dude because he's trying to get a realtor. Uh, you better be smooth with it, Roham. I'm trusting him. I'm trusting him to close now. See, this is where the trust comes in. It's like, I think he's smooth with it. So my first lead onto the CRM for Vegas. Let's go. Yeah, and like that's what it's funny that you said that. Uh wait, where did my chat go? Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, it's funny you said that, Wisher, that it's like smooth. That takes practice, a lot of reps. And that's why, like when you're new, if you aren't able to convert that into at least a better contact and talk to that realtor, then it's just gonna take a lot more calls, and that's okay. Like you'll get better at it over time. So okay, let's input this dude into my leads list. Definitely not a wholesale lead because he was like very clear about I mean whatever the comps are. I'm like, all right, so sounds like you'd only sell if you got market value. Boom. We love that. Let's go. I'm pumped. It's always exciting to get the first lead. I don't care how long you've been in business. What was the address? Something I'm not going to tell you guys. I might have already done it. Okay, this is the address. Oh, I'm gonna market. I'm telling Warham, he wants a realtor that'll do more than just put on the market and answer incoming calls. I hyped you up. He didn't want to set an appointment because he said he wants to do due diligence on other realtors too. He said I could text your info to him and that you could reach out to. Will add it to Podio and add you to my Podio. Let's go, baby. He's gonna be pumped too because he just quit his job and he's going all in on realtor and investment work. So we're gonna be making money together. All right. Okay. Now I got the address. Now I need his name. Okay, got your name. Phone? What number did I call you at? This is a cell. He said he could text this number. Yes, I think I actually did really good. I hit all the points. He did not tell me his motivation. He wasn't that motivated. Um, well, he was motivated, but like not enough for distress. He told me the price point, like whatever the comps say. Told me, hmm, yeah. He just said he's thought about it. The timeline. This is a seller. Let's put everything into here while it's fresh in my memory, so I don't forget whatever I just talked about. So now I'm gonna put Roham. I'll assign him. He's gonna be in charge of this lead, not me, because it's okay. So I called lead. Let me share this. Okay, let me write info. Okay, so motivation would not share, just that he wants to sell. Said been thinking about it last few months. Um, hasn't tried to do anything to sell it yet. Really wants to do his due diligence to pick a good realtor who will not just put it on the MLS and answer calls. It seemed like he just wanted fair market value for the home. Very reasonable dude. He really was. He was very reasonable. Good guy. He said I can text my realtor's contact info to him and that he and that my realtor can also reach out to. Said, I hyped you up, Roham. That was the thing. Let's get this done. Okay. Now let's add Roham to my system. This is exciting. Like new LLC, new business, new lead. How do I add this dude? Oh, there it is. Share. What's his email? There we go. Also, I didn't get the LLC name I wanted. Got a variation of it. Probably should have shared it online, but share. Oh, listing. I'm gonna say where's the ARV or so ARV. I thought the ARV when I looked at it was like the last home that's like a model match sold for 293,000. It says on Wealthy Deals the market value could be like 330. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna say at least 293, maybe. We had a comp for Roham, so he's like, this is what it is. So he's not freaking lost. Okay. Is that the comp for him so he can see himself, like where I think it's at? Why? Add that to my comp section. What did that sell for? Oh, I'll just add the Zillow link so you can look at it. I'll say That one was a model match. Model match. Okay. I'm asking him shared. I'll text the guy your number and first name just in case he's a litigator. I'm like, using this cell? Some people are tricky. Some people might be little tricky people that will sue. So there we go. For yeah, I think honestly, most of my leads, they will be listings because most people aren't that distressed. They just want to sell. No rhyme, no reason. Okay. So what was his name? Okay, let's add him to my phone. 10 with your cell phone, sir. I'll just add the address so he knows. It's Vegas, Nevada. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. So share this with him. Here's one of the best realtors to talk. I'm putting them in a group message. Here's one of the best realtors to talk to. Um, Want someone will go the extra mile for you to get your. So there we go, baby. And then I'm just gonna make a note that I texted both. Texted. Rohan. Yeah. Wisher said, I just want to provide feedback that I love your tone, even after they say they're not interested. You kind of laugh it off too and have a lot of patience. Yeah. That's what I don't that it works for me because when they're like, nah, I'm like, oh no, really? Like, why? It's like I think it comes from a point of true curiosity. It's not attacking them. It's not like assaulting them and harassing them. It's like you're just curious. I'm like, oh, like he told me I don't want any realtor. Just like I'm gonna do my own due diligence and find one. And I was like, oh, like I mean, what would you look for? Because I'm genuine. I'm actually curious. So yeah, I would try that. Oops. Let's do this one 38. I forgot to put my timer on. Let's put my timer on now. Okay. I'm gonna put Roham. I'm putting him. He's in charge of this lead now. Yeah, you're in charge of it. All right. I'll set a follow up for myself in like a couple weeks just to check on how that went with Roham. Because right now we don't have a system yet of like how we're going to handle it, if he's going to be working in my CRM or not. Because we literally just had a conversation of like, hey, I need help with realtor listing leads. So I'm going to check in with Roham in like 2 weeks or a week. Like, just how'd it went? Check with Roham, how'd listing go? Just to remind myself that it doesn't slip through the cracks. You do not want a lead to slip through the cracks. Boom. This is a very definite listing lead. Um, say listing lead. All right, there we go, baby. On the next. On to the next. I know that took a while, but it's my first time operating in like Vegas and seeing where to put stuff. So that became a lead. Boom. All right, let's continue dialing. Let's get the next one. Let's go. That's probably going to turn into 4K for me in, I don't know, a couple months, 2 months. Small deals pay the bills. Don't worry about them home runs. They're going to come. They're going to come when you just put the effort in. I've only called. Hello, Lattimore. Oh, my name's Justin. Probably caught you at a bad time. Well, I don't know if you can help me, man. I've really just been trying to reach the owner of 15315 Haley. I'm just the one person, so I just wanna see if you might be interested in selling. Oh, no, for myself. Like, I just moved to Vegas trying to buy my home here, or next home. Oh, you're interested in selling it? When you say full of crap, what do you mean? Like, there's offering, like, super stupid low? This property? Well, it's in Vegas. I have the zip code. I'm looking at it right now, but I'm new to the area, so yeah, what do you mean by what do you mean by horse property? Oh, I thought it was Vegas. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know if I'd actually like this one. Dang, I thought it was Vegas. So, are you actually interested in selling? Because like, if I don't buy it, like, I mean, maybe I can help you connect with, like, a realtor or something. Okay, no worries. Well, thank you so much, sir. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah. Interesting. That was like, why do I have a lead in the middle of nowhere? Freaking freaking Ryan and them giving me bad area. I don't like those areas. But he wasn't interested. He was just kind of like testing me. I actually hate rural properties. I do not like going for rural properties. One, because if I buy it, it's scary and terrifying to flip because like there's just not a lot of comps, and then you have to deal with wells and other things. And another thing is if you're wholesaling it, there's not a lot of people buying that either, and it just puts you in a really hard position. Not a lot of comps. That was like out in the middle of nowhere, and it wasn't in Vegas, but online said it was. I think it was like I think he had horses in there. That's why he's looking for a horse property, or yeah, I'm not. I'm not actually. Yes, Rome if you got it. Hmm, okay, that is not bad. When I called 1,400 dials, and I got an actual listing lead, and he's like ready. He seemed ready to go. You know what? I actually might save that first part, that first conversation I have for like just a snippet of how it sounds like, because I can actually show the seller side to. Well, not yet. I won't share that until we have signed agreement, and there's some clause in there that says I can actually show him for content. But maybe it'll still help seeing how I talk, because I'm sure you guys can like fill in the blanks of what he's kind of saying. All right, 1454 dials so far. I'm pumped. What a good day. Tell my girlfriend, she was texting me. Aww. Hello, Annette. Hey, it's Justin. Probably caught you at a bad time. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can help me. I'm just trying to reach the owner of 8216 Ocean Terrace. Oh, okay. Sure. Thank you. Bye bye. Husband's a realtor broker. Doesn't need help. Oh, I should have asked if he comes across beat up deals. Stupid. It's okay. We're all getting better. I forgot. I panicked. I panicked. I should have asked. Oh, your husband's a realtor. Like, does he have? But she did say she was busy at work, so I guess that was respectful. I'll be on this dialer. Well, I actually haven't called as much as I thought I liked, because I spent so much time handling the lead, setting up the system for Vegas. But I'm on this call session for another 1.5 hours. It's all right. We'll make up for it. I think I've been dialing for like a little over 3 hours now today. I think I can get another 3 hours. So if I've dialed 1,400 or so people, I'll probably end up dialing like 3,000, unless I get multiple leads and I have to handle those. So that'd be cool. Pretty cool. Also, I'm using a strictly triple line dialer. Before I tested back in my old market, I was using mainly triple line, but I had it as like automatic speed. So it would actually speed up sometimes and go 7 line dialer, 6 line, 5 line, and sometimes even slow down when necessary, just using AI. But I just missed so many calls. I was like, I don't really like that. I'd prefer not to miss so many calls, and I'd just rather mark people as something. Like I was missing 7% of calls, a 7% abandonment rate. And I'm like, that's kind of high. Now my abandonment rate is at 2.5%, which is exactly what I wanted it to be at. Hmm. Feels like a Saturday. It's just weird being here. I'm also new to Vegas and in this office, and I've only seen it with people in it, so it's really weird being here by myself. I think Brian's here, Davila, main coach, me mentor, but only the real, only the hustlers recognize other hustlers, because we know what it takes. It's not the people who put in a little bit of effort a day. It's the people who put in a lot of effort, even when it sucks, every day. Because hello, Dragoslav? Oh, my name's Justin. I might have got the wrong number. I don't know if you can help, but I'm trying to reach the owner of 2933 Vegas. You're probably not interested in selling. To see if you okay, I'll take you off. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, she's getting a lot of calls. She was angry. Even the angry people here, though, aren't that angry. Wisher said, "What is your experience with VAs? What were the challenges or mistakes you face?" So, the biggest challenge that I didn't even realize was a challenge until after hello, Roberto? Oh, this is what did you say? His wife? Oh, my name's Justin. I don't know if you can help me. I just been trying to reach the owner of 2593 Indigo Cloud. Oh, he's probably not interested in selling it. Aw, do you guys have any other properties you might wanna sell? Okay. You guys have a good one or you have a good one, okay? Okay, bye-bye. Aw, what a sweet lady. Not interested, though. I like kind people. But anyways, yeah, Wisher, you said my biggest challenge with VAs, it was something that I didn't realize I didn't know it was a challenge until after I got rid of them because I hired them too quickly. I hired VAs, 2 VAs, keep it at that, before I even did the mass cold calling myself. I cold called, but it was really just from my phone dialing and calling a lot, and I thought I knew what I was doing. I was like, "Yeah, I cold call, I got deals from this." And when I got the VAs who were using the dialer, I didn't really know what metrics to hold them accountable to. Like, I just said, "Yeah, call 6 hours a day." And when they started cold calling 6 hours a day, I was like, "Oh, cool." Like, they dialed 1,800 people. In my head, I was like, "That's a lot of people. I never dialed that much." But then once I got rid of them and I did the work myself, I was like, let me see what I was missing because I was like, "Why didn't it work that well?" And when I did the work myself, I was like, I could, like, call so much more than they did. In a 6-hour shift, why was I calling 3,000 people? Why are they calling 1,800? I was like, "Oh." And then when you look at the data even more and the dialer data, you see, where were you at for these 2 hours? What was this 2-hour break? I didn't give you a 2-hour break. And I think you should only get a VA when you understand what good performance is and then what bad performance is. So you can only know that by doing the work yourself. Even if I told you what metrics to look for, you still would never be sure. It wouldn't like be in your heart of I know what you're capable of. And those kinds of conversations would be so much different. The other thing too is I didn't talk to them every day. If I were to go back and do it again, which I will eventually, I'll talk to them like a lot. And before their call sessions, I can talk to them, hype them up, talk about how their conversations are going, give them feedback, listen to calls, going like kind of going over like a coaching, like as if they're one of my coaching students, because they're part of my business and they're the first person to speak to a potential lead. And if they're not trained, then of course we're not going to get as many leads or as many deals. So I would have spent like every day with them. I would have held them accountable. I would have held them to certain metrics that I knew they were capable of. Maybe not exactly the metrics that I knew I was capable of because I'm kind of crazy, but like I know what they would be capable of. And that's the whole thing of when you hire someone, don't expect them to do 100% of what you can do, at least 80%, not 20%, at least 80% of what you can do. So that was the biggest mistake and challenge I had with the VAs. Yeah, I can't think of any other big ones. Those are like the biggest ones that haunted me. I was like, yeah, big mistake. The same goes true too, not just for cold caller VAs, but if you get a lead manager VA who does the follow ups, you got to do the follow ups yourself for some time just to understand what to say and like how to build rapport with these sellers so that when you listen to their calls, you can actually give good feedback and you can be a coach to them. That's what you need to be because no one's going to care about your business more than you do. You can't expect a stranger to care more when they just joined and became your VA. They just care about the money unless you care about them and you like ask them personal stuff too. What is going on? Like a little weird thing. If you guys are curious so far, like I said, I probably actually realistically been calling at least 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. 1524 dials, 105 connects. So conversations slash some personalized voicemails. So on average, about 12.92 calls to connect to one person on average. 13 calls were abandoned. So that's a 2.43% abandonment rate. Pretty good for me. 379 numbers were not in service out of the 1,500 or so calls. A lot of machine answers as normal. Yeah, everything looks pretty normal. Actually, everything looks better than my California data. So, and I wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that stuff until you look at the data consistently. Hello, D. Hi, it's Justin. Probably caught you at a bad time. Oh, do you want me to call you another time? My name is Justin. I don't know if you can help me. I've been trying to reach the owner of 2504 Paradise Village. Oh, oh, okay, okay. Have a good one. Not interested. She was quick. She was quick. It's always the old ladies who understand what you're about to ask and they're like, "No, not interested. Don't bother me." They're very smart. Hmm. Also, if you guys are curious, you know why I say the phrase at the beginning of every call, and not every call, most of the calls. It just kind of depends on what they're saying to me. But most of the calls, I'll say probably caught you at a bad time, like assuming that I caught them a bad time. It's like 99% of the time, it doesn't matter because they'll say no, they're not interested in selling. But for the 1% that says yes, I'm interested in selling, when I start asking them questions after they say, "Yeah, I'm interested," then if they ever go, "Oh, like, I'm sorry, this is not a good time, I gotta go," I might say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm confused. I thought you said it was a good time." "Hello, Michael?" "Oh, hey, my name's Justin. I don't know if you can help me, man, but I've been trying to reach the owner of 3593 Marquette." "Oh, this is my first time calling you, man. I'll take you off my list, though, but" yeah. Oh, you are you actually interested in selling, though? Nice. Are you so, I mean, sounds like you'd only consider selling if you got market value. It sounds like you'd only Oh, you're good. No, I don't know much. I mean, that's why I'm reaching out, but, it sounded like you'd just consider selling if you got, like yeah. Yeah. You ever think about just listing with a realtor? You ever just think about listing with a realtor? Ah, okay. Well, no worries, man. Yeah. Alright, man. Well, I'll take you off my list, promise, but good have a good day, bro. Okay. He said, "Yeah, right." Every person that gets a lot of calls thinks it's the same people calling them. It's really not. Like, it's a ton of people calling. He's like, "Yeah, right, buddy. You're not gonna take me off." Wisher asks, "Are the numbers you purchase with Ready Mode permanent or subscription based?" You mean the phone numbers I'm calling from? The phone numbers I'm calling from, they're subscription based. So I paid an initial amount to buy them, like 30 bucks or so for 30 phone numbers. That will be different for you most likely. Might be like 50, but and then I pay monthly $30 a month to keep them. And if I want to exchange a number, it's super simple. I can just buy a different number, replace it. Because sometimes people report numbers to I don't know, the do not call registry. I'm like, hey, like this person's bothering me, and it'll get marked, and I'll get a notification from Ready Mode saying, hey, this number's marked. Stop calling from it, and then I can buy a new number to replace. So it's pretty easy. But yeah, subscription based. If that's what you were asking. I was happy with myself for that last call though, because I converted like a he was pissed, but at the end, he was a little bit less pissed. That was a win. Big wins. Where's Roham? Did he get that listing yet? that's that's what I want to know. It's like, did that lead convert? Oh, it's an ew. It's voicemail and it's a trust. I'm like, I have half a mind to just say don't call, but I said not available. Okay, yeah, Wisher said that answers your question. Good. Oh, Wisher. Okay, you've been on these calls for like a couple hours. Have you started calling? Or because you said I think you have started because you mentioned that. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wait. Okay, it said my it said my mic change. I was like, no, I want to keep my mic on this. Um, how has your stuff been going, man? Like, have you made a lot of calls? Or like how many have you made? I think you said you got one lead, which is awesome. I forgot how many calls you've made. Is there anything I can help with? Well, dude, why does my thing keep saying swapped? I don't want to go to iPhone. Stick on this, please. There we go. That was so weird. Okay. I don't want to. I don't want it to make it awkward with someone when like I think it's on here, but it's on my headphones far away. Um, Also, this setup doesn't look that bad. This is actually my bad camera, and I use it because it can last long on YouTube lives, but it doesn't look that bad. And my light's really low because I do not want to get headaches if I'm doing cold calls all day. Today, you said Wisher said, today I only followed back on my first lead. Beside that, I haven't made any calls. I'm a college student, so I have this open while I'm doing homework. There we go. What's your major, man? What do you want to do? College was fun. I went to college. I did business, real finance. Had fun in the meantime, but I also worked really hard in college. I actually love that you're on this call right now, and I respect that a ton because you're actually, if you're in college right now and you're watching this kind of marketing, you are far ahead of me, my friend. You are way farther ahead of me. Um, I didn't realize this is the volume that it took. I didn't realize that this is the kind of tracking that it took. You do already, and wow, I can't wait to see you grow. It might take time. It will. It's okay, but you're gonna crush. This thing keeps getting in the way. Don't like that. Okay, there we go. Someone's here in the office. I don't know who it is. I'm nervous. I thought no one else was working today. This was my day. Hello, Juan. Hey, is this Juan? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, bye bye. He said, "Yeah, hang up." I was. Damn. Um, MH asks, "How come you don't call trust?" Well, I do call trust right now, but typically I don't. I'm just calling a list that I had. I don't like calling trust because usually there's a lot of people in. Hello, Benny. Hello, is this Benny? Hey, it's Justin. Probably caught you at a bad time. Hey, dude, I don't know if you can help me, man, but I've just been trying to reach the owner of 6223 Newville. Oh, okay, have a good one. Yeah, he was quick to get up. Not interested. He's like, "Oh, I'm good, Justin. I'm not selling." But yeah, about trust. Usually, there's a lot of people involved because a trust is someone when someone puts their house under ownership of a trust, and usually they have different people that they want in the trust. That might add all their children, 5 people, 3 people, and Everyone has to be on board if they wanna sell it. And so the trust comes from usually a savvy homeowner who wants to prepare for the future and help their children or their heirs. And, like, I've never got a deal from a trust. I've called a lot. And I just like, I'm just gonna stop calling them. But apparently it's on my list, so we'll filter through it. I'll mark them as, not interested as I talk to them, but you never know. Like, I would love to be able to say at one point, "I have bought a deal from a trust." That would be pretty cool. I feel like the person that does that is a beast because that means you've called a lot. You've done a lot of deals. I'll get to that point. Actually, I probably won't because I'll delete the trust from my list. Uh, I'd rather spend my time on the people who I think are just more likely to sell. Got about hour 10 minutes left on this cold call session. Hmm. Voicemail. That's no fun. Where are my Spanish speakers? I guess there's not as many Spanish speakers in Vegas. I only got one. I got a ton in Fresno, California. That's why I had to learn the Spanish script of understanding how to say because I ran into so many and I was like, I don't want to waste opportunities. Yeah, you're welcome, MH. What's your name? I always see you on my calls, and it's just MH. It would help me if I can like call you a name, so it feels like you feel like you're a human and not just two letters. There we go. Just hit the 1600 dial mark for today. Hmm. The thing is, too, a lot of people when they're starting out, they just don't know how much volume it takes. So, someone hearing this and watching this and saying, "You call 1600 and you're still going?" Like, yeah, it truly does take volume. So you will get deals if you stick to it. Even if you called 100 people a day, you're gonna get deals if you just don't stop. But you just gotta realize it's gonna take quite a while. Mike. Okay, there we go. Mike, that's your name. Wisher said initially you started off majoring in rad tech? What is that? Oh, X-rays. And there's a waiting list to be in the program, about 2 years. Because of COVID, it pushed back to 4 to 5 years. Wow. During that time, I don't know what to do. I just went back to a bachelor's in human services. Worthless. Human services, what is that? That sounds like human trafficking. And became a district manager for a restaurant, but didn't really like the people I work with. Yeah, people are everything. Now you're back to learn a bit of business. Saw Ryan's ad and asked myself, what better way to learn business than to be in one? For sure. So I did like I said, I did go to college. I went all 4 years. If I didn't get the scholarship that I got, probably would I might have dropped out. Maybe not because I like to say that when I do something, I'll finish it. But by like junior year, senior year, I was already getting into real estate myself. And I was like missing finals and missing midterms because I was like writing up my lease agreement and like trying to make calls. And I was like, whatever, I don't care about this stuff anymore. So if I spent all 4 years that I would have been spent in college doing business, because if you want to do business, college doesn't matter for you. If you want to be an employee for a business and a really good employee, then yeah, it does matter because most of the big companies they do look for degrees, like especially for certain specific positions that require um, a specific skill set. They want experience in that field and a degree, so it makes sense. But if you know you want to be a business owner, in my opinion, college isn't it. That's just my take. That's from someone that went to college and is not using their degree. Um, I mean, it does teach you that you like to stick through hard times and to just. Hello, Darren. Hey, it's Justin. Probably caught you to bedtime. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can help me, but I've been trying to reach the owner of 10245 South Maryland. Yeah, you're probably not interested in selling it though. Ah, you have any others you might wanna sell or know anyone that wants to sell a home? Oh, alright, well, you have a nice day, Darren. Okay, bye-bye. That was such a nice man. Such a nice man. I strive to be that nice to people when they cold call me. Yeah. Oh, Adam Basket, you're back, man. Happy to see you. Happy to see you. If you I don't know if you were on the whole time, but we got a lead. We got a listing lead. I sent it to my realtor, Roham, and we'll split that commission on it. So I'm excited. Because the guy, he was very hesitant with me, but I broke him down. He's like, I really want to do my own due diligence with a realtor. I was like, well, what are you looking for? And he just wanted someone that wouldn't just list it on the market, call it a day. And I pitched my realtor friend really well, and we'll split commission 50-50. So hopefully he can close that one. But yeah, solid one. And I try not to waste time. So he said, I was like, what are you hoping for price wise? He's like, whatever the comps say. I was like, oh, so it sounds like you'd only consider selling if you got market value. He's like, yeah, yeah, of course. I was like, all right, well, I don't buy properties for cash at market value, but I can do a couple of things. I maybe can connect you with a really good realtor who can list it for you, or maybe we can talk about another way that I can buy it, maybe closer to that price, but going to be a cash offer. And he's like, yeah, I probably would go with a realtor. And boom. So that was exciting. First lead in Vegas. And I think that one will close actually. Just, oh, hey, Tim, it's Justin. Probably catch you at bedtime. Hello? Can you hear me? Hey, so I don't know if you can help me, but I've been trying to reach the owner of 4730 Craig Road. You're probably not interested in selling it. The condo, yeah. Darn. Okay, you know any other people that might want to sell a home, or do you have any others? No worries. You have a good day, man. All right, bye bye. Dude, I'm pissed at these people. Like, they're so respectful. Still, after 1,600 dials, two people have been hateful, like super hateful. Yeah, one Vegas deal. Adam said, nice, man. That's awesome. I am back, but head back into a closing. Oh, shoot. You're at a title company as a notary. So you close docs. Nice. Oh, dude, that's such an awesome way to build money. Like people, notaries get paid a lot. I'm like, that's crazy. I thought about becoming one because it's free, easy income. You just got to like sit with people as they sign, to be honest. I love that, dude. Do whatever it takes. Man, maybe I should be a notary for like an extra hour. Hmm. Nah, I don't really. Hmm. You got me thinking. Most people I know that are doing well, like they're open minded. Like you hear a new idea, they're not. No one's afraid to shift and adapt. So like, don't just shut down ideas. Like think about it. Think about new things that you hear and come across. You have to be adaptable because if you just stick in your own ways for a long time, like business shifts. There's cycles. The recession happens, and if you just stick to the same thing that you've been doing, you're gonna fail. You got to be able to adapt. Okay, I'll be on this particular live for another hour or so, and then another break. Ooh, and then my last cold call session is only for an hour because I have the role play call with the profit partners at Wealthy Investor at 4 p.m. PST. And hopefully, the people that have been watching this and are in the program or the profit partner program, I want to call on you guys. I want to hear you talk now after listening to me. I want to hear that. And let me see. I think I know the names. Who's been in this? Yeah, I know the names. I'm gonna call on you guys. Better show up. Because the only way you get better is to be uncomfortable. It's the only way. And the best thing too is like you got to find people that you can be uncomfortable with, and they won't judge you for it. You got to feel safe, um, at least when you practice. Because leadership matters. Like if you're with someone and you're doing role playing and they're just like being mean to you, like dude, you suck. Like I know I suck, but like why are you actually being mean about it. You want to be able to practice with people that can lift you up and then also tell you how it is. Wisher, you said I got work today at 4, but I love to role play with you when we get a chance. Yeah, like I'd be happy to. One of these days, man, actually, we can probably set up a one-on-one. And if you don't mind going live on it so that other people can learn, we can role play for like an hour, 30 minutes sometime. Cause I like if you're showing up for these call. Hello? Hello? Hi. My name's Justin. I don't know if you can help me, but I was just trying to reach the owner of 4575 Dean Martin. Okay, sorry about that. Phone number. That was an LLC name, so I wasn't gonna say, "Hey, I'm looking for the LLC owner." Whoa, Jordan on the call from South Africa? Wow, hey, thanks so much for being here. Can you do this in South Africa? Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm really ignorant when it comes to other places. I don't know what's going on in those places. But is this like, is the wholesaling, is that a thing in there too? Or are you trying to do this here in America? If you're trying to do this in America, I can help you. If you're trying to do it in South Africa, I don't know the laws. I don't know the legalities or what's right, what's wrong. But if you're trying to do this in America, keep watching my stuff and I'll help you out. And yeah, Wisher, we can role play. We'll set something up. Just reach out to me somehow. We'll set up a live because I like to help the people that are helping themselves and putting the work in, and I see them doing the training. And honestly, that's how it is a lot of the time. When you're new, the best value you can prove to the people like who are above you is by showing them that you can hustle, that you can work. Like it's instantly respected because game recognize game. The people that I know have a game are the people who are showing up at the same time early as me, leaving late, like that I see. Those are the people that are crushing because they know that in desperate times you got to do desperate measures. Jordan said, "Yeah, man, I guess you can. I am new to this, so just trying to see and learn." Well, welcome. I'm super happy you're here, man. If you have questions throughout, I'll. Hello, Steven. Hello, Steven. Man, you hang up so fast. I'm gonna call you back another time. Should have said something. But yeah, if you have any questions, Jordan, just ask away. I'm happy to help you out best I can. And don't be shy. Like, no question's dumb because nobody knows what they don't know when they're starting out. If it gives you perspective so far today, after how many hours? Maybe like four, yeah, maybe like 4 hours now. I've dialed about 1,684 people. So 1,684 people. I've talked to 115. I got one lead out of it and I got one buyer out of it. So an end buyer for if I wholesale something. So that was cool, fun, exciting. Ooh, my data just. Oh, actually, maybe I called more because yeah, my data is going from recent data to historic now. Oh yeah, I did call more. Nice. So because my data, like when I look at my recent data, it's only the last 5 hours. So if I call before that, I have to add it up. So 311 calls plus got a voicemail. 311 calls plus 1379. It's 1400. So like 1700 dials so far for 4 hours. 4 hours. Yeah, it's not bad. It was a little bit slower because I had leads and stuff. Yeah, he said that's crazy. It is. It is, but I'm not hand dialing. I'm not picking up my phone and dialing like this. It's the help with software. So I'm able to call I could call a lot of people at once, but I'm using a triple line dialer. So I'm calling 3 people at once and it's usually the first person who picks up. That's who I speak to. So that's how I'm able to call a lot. If I call like too many lines at once, like 12 lines at once, I'll just be spammy and I'll miss so many calls. But that's how I'm doing it, man. It's not I don't have superpowers. I just sit down and I stick to it. And I do it in increments, like an hour and a half, hour, 2 hour increments. Because I can't like I've never cold called for 6 hours straight. That sounds horrible. I've never done it. It's like you just get a massive urge to stand up. It's really weird. I usually take breaks after 2 hours and then go walk around the building, have a snack, get some sun. Okay. So I got an hour left. With an hour left, I'll probably dial another 500 or so people. I think I'll get another lead out of that because I've dialed like 1,700 people, and after 500, that's 2,200. 500 more dials, 2,200 dials. So I usually will be able to get a lead one every 1,000 dials. It's coming up. I'm bound to hit it. Volume game, baby. Random question from Jordan. He said, "But does this bring in good cash or no? Like, is this your main thing?" Yeah, this is the main thing. Um, for example, I mean, not every deal that I get is a massive deal. For example, I called when I called 1,400 people, I got one lead, so one person that wanted to sell their house. Now, they didn't want to sell at a massive discount for me to flip it and make a profit. And I was like, "Oh, like it doesn't sound like, we would work out because I'm looking to make money on it." But I got a buddy of mine who can help you list it, and he wanted to go that route. He's like, "Yeah, I'd love if your buddy can list the property for sale for me." And my friend, if he listed at the 300,000 my friend, if he listed at that 300,000 price point, like I think it can go for, he'll probably get like 8,000 commission and he'll give half of that to me. So 4,000. And that's like what that was my very first call today. So, I mean, every 1,000 calls, you'll probably get something like that. And then sometimes you get the big home runs. The people are there like, yeah, I will sell it that discount because I need to sell. But yeah, this stuff makes a lot of money. It only makes a lot of money too if you put in a lot of work, like a lot. So it's not easy, but it's super stupid simple. It's super simple, but just not enough people are willing to like do the hard work for a long enough time. People might cold call. They might cold call enough. Like they might cold call 3,000 people a day, but only do it for a week. And they're like, oh, this is hard. No, you got to give it like time. You got to give time. Give it a year, then see where you're at. Yeah, sounds fun. It is. When you're new, it's not. It's scary until you start to get the rhythm. Oh no, I gotta pee again. But I have 54 minutes left. I'll probably fail again and have to take a break. Eh, Just texting my girlfriend, giving her an update because she knows I was nervous about starting a new market, and she's like, "Heck yeah, it's going well." You said Jordan said one of your bros did this for a bit, but it really takes some perseverance. Yeah, like you do really need to stay consistent. Um, for example, when you're new, you probably can't speak well or like talk to these sellers that comfortably because it's just new. So let's say for all your leads, you might be able to convert 1% of them into a deal that makes $10,000. Then it's like, well, how long does it take to get that? Well, for me, like I said, if your close rate is 1% and you want to get one deal, one divided by 1% is 100 leads. So you need 100 leads to get one deal. Well, how do you get 100 leads? For me, it's usually every 1,000 dials, I'll get about one lead. So 1,000 dials times 100 is 100,000 dials to get one deal. So now it's the perspective of like, oh shit, that's how much it takes. Yeah, like, but it's a very clear path. Like, look how easy it is. Look how simple it is. But it's yeah, crazy. Because when people, I mean, usually just people just don't know. Some people can be doing the right thing, but just not enough of it, or they can be doing the right thing, enough of it, but just not long enough. They'll give up too soon. And then they're like, it doesn't work. It does. It does work. In time, patience. No one builds anything great in a short time. It all takes time. The biggest sacrifice. I mean, it's a Friday, it's a holiday in Nevada, and I'm like one of 2 people at the office of a lot of people. So, yeah, it takes some sacrifice. It's okay. Rome was not built in a day. Yes, sir. I'm super happy you popped on, man. I love it. You're welcome to hop on anytime, ask questions. You can message me on Instagram. I'll try to respond. I do get a lot of messages though, but I'll try. And I want to help as much as I can. That's why I make these. Is really like if I didn't make these and you weren't watching this, I would still be doing this. But I'd rather someone get benefit out of this too. And it looks like there's actually multiple people getting benefit, so I'm happy about that. I really just want to help because I know when I was starting out, I didn't have a mentor like that until I was like a year or two in. And I wish I found a mentor sooner because I would have realized, oh, this is how much work it takes. Got a voicemail. Not available. Call him back another time. Right. You know what? I think it's about time for my pee break. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in like a minute or two. I gotta pee, and I'll be cold calling for another 50 minutes. So be back in a sec. Hope you stay there and do your cold calls too. Be back. Oh, we back. Did everyone stay? Wow, people still stayed. We love that. Ooh, I should tape that. I just got this whiteboard to teach people a little bit better, and I didn't tape it, so I probably should tape that, huh? That's all good. All right. All righty. Ooh, so Jordan is saying a couple things. He said, my thing about entrepreneurship and building a company lie. I've been sitting on a great idea for almost 4 years. In terms of starting your company, yeah, it's a hard process. Yeah. Oh, you're 18 years old? Nice. You're studying and working so you can become competent. Yeah, I love that for you, man. I'm gonna keep dialing, but that's how you do it. Like your young years. I mean, I still think I'm young, but when you're young, that's the time to put in the work, especially for you, young man, as a young person. Yeah, as a young man, like that's your time to grind. Like we as men, this is I guess maybe off topic, but we as men, we build our value like by not really our looks. I mean, some maybe male models, but we build it by like how hard we work, what we build, how we present ourselves. So put in that work. We build ourselves by surviving the hard times, coming out on top, and just pushing forward. Ooh, that was a great break. 46 more minutes to dial. Oh, I'm so happy. You said you watch Alex Hormozy a lot and he's a real life mentor. Literally. I think that any person that binge watches his content, you will get like a master's degree in business. Better than master's degree. Such great content. I love that dude. He puts everything in a good perspective. And actually, I gained a lot of my teaching style. I'm lotting just a lot of examples in how he story tells. I'm gaining a lot of that from him. Like I'm just understanding, wow, I really like his teaching style. And it reminded me of how I was already starting to teach. So I was like, let me just listen more to see how he explains stuff. And I find myself talking faster too. I think because of him. Because I don't know, a lot of me and my stuff, I would talk a little bit slower just so people understood. But I realized you can make people understand stuff and talk fast. So we'll see if that's good or bad. I think it just also because like you start to become more confident in what you believe in. Um, just because as you do the work, as you do the effort, like it's truth. It becomes your truth, and you can speak on it very clearly and confidently. That's why it's really easy to tell when someone's grinded. It's super easy to tell when someone's put in the right work for a long enough time and has succeeded because it's how they speak about it. It's how confident they are and sure they are. And you can't fake that. You really can't. I don't think a good actor could even fake that. It's to be a good business owner, it's got to be real. Like and people know that. The hustlers, hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. H- Hello? Darn. Oh, I lost it cuz it connected to my phone. Why did it do that? It always does that whenever I take a break. It connects to my phone instead of this. All right. So we're connected again. Oh man. I waited so long to not pick up the phone. All right, that's all good. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? He's an interesting guy. I mean, honestly, a lot of what he does and what he says is just to get the attention. It's really smart. It's good marketing. He's very confident about what he says. I think his overall message, I think it's good for men. His overall message. Some things he does say that I might not personally agree with, but also I think a lot of what he says that I don't personally agree with, I think he just says it on purpose and not actually mean all of it. Like it's easy to tell when because he'll say something super confidently, super like, yeah, for sure. And then how he knows in his head, like if he has to explain it, he'll explain it that actually makes sense and people will agree with him. But he doesn't say it that way so that he'll get the attention on shorts and stuff. So I like him overall. I think he's a good general person that'll support the masses of men because most men are a little bit lost. I think they're struggling to find themselves and they're trying to bring value, their own value to the world. So I think he has a voice for a lot of men. But people hate him because like of like the other things that he says that's like out of pocket for sure. But he does it on purpose. Like I listened to his whole podcast with Patrick Bet David. It's like a 6 hour podcast, and he admitted to it. He's like, "Yeah, that's what I do. Like, I say stuff to get people angry, and it gets attention." Essentially, is what he says. So he's a good marketer. Yeah, perfectly explained. Thanks, man. That's how I see it. I don't I don't think he's not a misogynist or anything. Like he he's just a good marketer. It's because it takes a different kind of person to take on that kind of persona for social media. I don't think I'd be comfortable doing it. Like I want to be me. Hello, Maria. Oh, solo hablas español? Ah, ¿quieres vender tu casa? Oh, ándale, ándale. Ah, gracias. Oh, okay, gracias. And adios. Oh, I thought I could convert a Spanish lead. Almost got it. She did not want to sell. You guys didn't think I had that in me, did you? We're ready. We're ready for anything. We want those Spanish leads. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get a Spanish deal, even though I don't speak full Spanish, just a couple phrases for this. And I'll find a Spanish realtor or a Spanish speaking investor, and I'll give it to them, and we'll split. Hello, Donna. Hello, is this Donna? Oh, Hello, can you hear me? Oh, hi, it's my name's Justin. I'll call back another time. I'm sorry. I think the connection's bad. My name is Justin. I'll call back another time. Okay. Well, I don't know if you can help me, but I've just been trying to reach the owner of 29 Cottonwood. You're probably not interested in selling it. Well, I'm not quite sure just yet, but I really just wanted to check with you to see if you're actually even interested in selling. Yeah, I mean, well, is there anything you were hoping for? 2.5? Let me take a real quick look just to make sure. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. Okay, bye-bye. I was actually a little bit eager. She's like, "At least 2.5. It's worth 700." Nah, tripping. See, the newbie would have jumped all over that and then be like, "Yeah, first, like, I can give you 2.5." No, like, check it out first. See what it's actually worth. Jordan, you said, "I'm shocked." The Spanish. Yeah, I mean, when you dial hundreds of thousands of people, you start to see trends and like you start to realize that you're losing out on a lot of leads because they're a Spanish speaker. So then it's like, okay, what phrases do I need to know to talk to them? It's like four phrases. I'm like, okay, like I can ask those questions. And if they say yes, because I took Spanish in high school, so I understood a little bit, even if it's out of script. Um, I can at least say I can at least say if they say, "Yeah, I wanna sell," I'll say, "Hey, mi compañero, te llamará." So my partner will call you. And that's all, like, that's all I got. Not available. Gotta be ready for it. I'll be on here for another 40 minutes. Is it 40? It's in 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 or so minutes. And then I'll take a little break. I'll come back in a bit, call for an hour, and then I'll be doing a coaching call, which, shoot, should I go live for that too? Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know if I'm allowed to actually, 'cause it's not my coaching program. But I can get clips from it. Maybe I'll record clips. I can record myself on the second camera that's right there as I talk, so we can pull out clips if I ever say any golden nuggets. Hopefully, I do. Yeah, so this is what a day looks like if you're starting out in a new market, trying to get a deal with just you. No hiring people, no wasting your money, just like understanding the effort. Lots of work. Okay, I'm not going to talk as much unless you guys ask questions on the chat. I'm going to see what people I need to respond to emails, text, uh, maybe other leads somewhere else. Oh, see you, Jordan. You said it's getting late, almost 11 p.m. Well, thank you so much for staying on, man. I really appreciate it. Hello, Matthew. Hello, is this Matthew? Hey, it's Justin. I don't know if you can help me, but I just been trying to reach the owner of 8229 Cabin Springs. Oh, I just no, I just want to see if the owner would be interested in selling it. Oh, okay, bummer. Well, thank you so much for your time. Okay. I think that was the owner. He acted like he wasn't, but I think it was him. Hmm. Thanks for being on, Jordan. Really appreciate it, man. Hope to see you more and ask questions. I'm here to help as much as I can. Oh, hello. I was looking for what was that? Oh, was that a realty business? I think it was the wrong number. Why'd you hang up so fast? Oh, my neck kind of hurts. Come on, I want a wholesale lead, a lead where someone who actually wants to sell at a discount. Give me one of those. I mean, listing leads are cool too. They're chill. You get a little bit of money, but give me a big one. Come on. How many dials have I made for the day now? It's going to be 1,500 plus whatever I did before 5 hours ago, plus 300. So like 1,800 dials. Okay. Maybe in the, I'm thinking I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like in the next 200 dials, I'm going to get something. I have a feeling. I know there's multiple people on this call still. Anyone have questions? Just so we can talk about something? Because I don't really feel like making up stuff to talk about to entertain right now. It's been a long day of calls. And you know what? I'm like really low on sleep. I did not get actually much sleep, but we're still here anyways because you know what you got to do? You got to do what's required. I know that's flip flopped in mirror, but you got to do what is required, not what you feel like. How do I change the mirror? I don't. Is that just YouTube mirroring it? I don't like that. I want it to not mirror. Maybe I click edit. Nah, I don't think I can edit that. Oh well. Oh dang, a buddy of mine wanted to hit me up. You in Fresno by chance? Nah, dude. I'm in Vegas. Hey, man, what's up, bro? I mean, so far, I'm happy with the day already. I got a lead. Like, the goal is to at least just get a lead a day. I mean, 2 leads a day, 3, sweet. But if I get a lead a day, I'm chilling. We're moving. Oh, my buddy wanted to see if I was willing to hoop. No, I'm not in California anymore. That sounds fun. Tiara asked, since you're dialing multiple numbers at the same time, do the sellers answer at the same time? And what if the seller gets mad because they just got hung up on? Well, yeah, I mean, that could happen, but I don't know. Like, yeah, it'll go for the first person who picks up. It goes to you. The other two, let's say they picked up roughly at the same time. It'll just like go blank. So it doesn't even, it won't, I don't think it'll even feel like someone hung up on them. It's just maybe the call didn't go through. And then it'll call them back another time. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. I know that was a big concern. Even when I was starting out, I was nervous. I was like, calling 3 people at once. Like, I'm going to make people so mad. And they don't know it's you. So don't worry about it. How is there a police car outside? On Nevada Day. Getting hungry. So all I got left to eat today, because I'm on a pretty strict diet right now. I'm cutting weight. These 2 bars. So these 2 bars got left to eat. I'm trying to eat about 1,600 calories. It was much more a big deficit before. I was like 1,000 calories a day or less for a period of time, just to like really cut down weight. And I dropped like, I kept a lot of my muscle, but I dropped, it was like 15 pounds in 20 days, something like that. And so now, like, I hit a point, and then I was like, okay, I'm like I can't do it. I was struggling to sleep. So then I'm like, I probably should up the calories back to a more normal cut of like 1,600 calories a day. Because for me and my size, my metabolic base is probably like, I don't know, 1,800 to 2,200 calories a day, something like that. I don't know the exact, but a little bit of a more doable deficit where I'm not dying and I'm not like struggling to sleep. Like I actually struggled to sleep last night because I was like I just stopped going off of the 1,000 calorie a day. That was rough. It was really doable for like 20 days, and then you hit a wall. And once the wall's done, I'm like, okay, now it's time to adjust. And I used to like actually super into fitness. That was my main thing. I was a personal trainer for like 3 years, and it's kind of cool like to have that skill set. You can honestly like change your body whenever you need. If you ever lose sight of like your fitness and stuff, you it's not fun, but you're able to shift physique if needed. Hello, Mario. 5 years. I will not call you again, sir. I'm sorry. This is my first time calling you, but I'm sorry. Ok. Dang. Okay. Have have a good day, sir. Okay. Bye-bye. Poor guy. He's like, "I've been getting calls from Mario for 5 years." He's like, "I've owned this house for 10." That sucks. That RIP that skip tracer. Tiana or Tiara said, "Okay, I was really concerned about the triple line, yeah, and didn't want to piss off a motivated seller. So thank you for clarifying." Of course. That's what I'm here for. Because I mean, that's what I would think if the dialer, if someone called me and it just hung up right away without ever connecting with someone, I'm like, oh, it just didn't go through. Maybe they'll call me back later, and I will. I'll call them back later. Ooh, you know what's happening? Where's my glasses? These are blue light glasses. I think I'm starting to get a headache, like right here. I think because of the and I purposely put my light on low, because I knew I was going to be cold calling for so long. I'd prefer not to have the light on super high brightness for like 8 hours, because then I get like serious headaches. But it's worth the sacrifice to get you guys at least somewhat of a quality video. I'm using my weaker camera right now because it lasts longer for the YouTube lives. My better camera only lasts like 30 minutes. Oh, speaking of 30 minutes, we got 30 minutes left in this call session. Whew, dialed a lot today. The thing about doing this and being consistent is like you just got to win the day. And to win the day, you just got to win 1 hour and then the next hour and the next. Just win. And then when you're done with the day, you got to wake up and do it again. So actually, it's interesting how I hear like even athletes speak of it. Like I heard Kobe speak about his training, and he spoke of it just like that. Like, dude, you just got to win the day. Win the day. Wake up. You do it over again. You just keep winning the day, and over time, no one will be able to catch you. So that, like hearing athletes' perspective, it's the same exact thing for this business. Is you got to crush it. Wake up. Do it over again, and just do more. So I love hearing Kobe Bryant speak, and he's a monster. It's inspiring even if you're not an athlete and you just hear like, wow, like this guy's crazy. This guy works. I think hard work is like a fundamental, universal indicator of respect. I think any language, any culture, someone sees hard work, like I respect that for the most part. Maybe there's some cultures that yeah, maybe there's some cultures that don't respect hard work, but I mean, I think it's pretty universal. Um, I gotta tape this whiteboard so it doesn't fall again. Um, Hello, John. No, John, why did you hang up so fast? Now I'm just gonna have to call you back because I don't know if I actually did get John or if it was the wrong number. I'm not gonna call back right now. That's harassment. Don't do that. But certainly gonna call back another time. Maybe when you're in a better mood. Oh, oh my gosh, I'm slouching. No, my neck. I don't want my neck to have the ugly posture. Don't slouch. Just remind myself. Keep the phone up. While we're here, you guys got any questions? I feel like I'm just answering text and coaching questions on Facebook. I'm trying to text my realtor partner, potential realtor partner in Vegas, if he's available Monday. So we can maybe go over a more streamlined process of how he's going to handle like the takeover of leads, the follow up, all that stuff. Okay, he's going to be here Tuesday. Okay, cool. No one's picked up the phone in a little bit. Where'd these people go? Total dials for the day is going to be 311 plus 1654. So like 18, almost 17, or almost 1900 dials. Okay. Hello, Yigal. Sorry about that. Okay, bye bye. That sounded like a girl I knew. Hmm. Maybe not. Wrong number though, but interesting. MH said, "Do you have any recommendations on filters for narrowing down a skip trace list? Is the best filter highest AI score and then delinquent tax activity?" I mean, I wouldn't say there's any best list, although I would definitely use those AI scores. Yeah, high AI scores. You just got to realize that you're going to be making ideally a lot of calls anyways. So even if you just get a hello, Leoncio, hello, Leoncio, is this? Did I get the right? Oh, solo hablas español. ¿Quieres vender tu casa? Oh, okay. Ándale, ándale. Gracias. Adiós. What did he say? Did he call me a mother effer? I forgot what that sounded like in Spanish. It's been a while. I've heard that before. Yeah, there's not a best list, but you gotta realize even if you just pull like you want the best niche list and you call 1,000 people, you're gonna call them a lot anyways. And it'll get to the point to where like if you call them too much, it's kind of harassment. So you probably just want to pull more data anyways. If you have the wealthy deals AI stuff, which only the students have, um, I would use the AI scores. Uh, that'll probably give you the best bet for sure. Because no one else has that. Like it's crazy, crazy data that I'm so surprised it came out already and that fast. And I'm finally starting to use it. And I'm like, this is cool. Like I'm getting definitely getting better results than I did before. Okay. Back is getting tight. My traps. Gotta work on this posture. Did I answer your question? That was Mark, right? Yeah, Mike. Mike, I forgot. Yeah, that was Mike. MH is Mike. Hello? What the what the heck? That was weird. Didn't connect to anything. Maybe it was just they hung up right away. Yeah, of course. Happy to help. Got about 20 more minutes on this call session. Finally gotta take another break. Those breaks are those scheduled breaks are so nice. Like I look forward to them so much. It makes it worth finishing these call sessions because I get to have a snack, walk around the building, get some sun. I probably won't think the same when it's like summer in Vegas. It's gonna be so hot. Oh, I saw some students ask the questions on YouTube. I'll probably ask the profit partners if they just have any questions that I can make videos on. Oh, someone left me a voicemail. Hold on, hold on. Let's hear this out. What's this voicemail sound like? Oh, okay. Actually, I should probably deal with these voicemails. This guy left a voicemail. Was like, yeah, I don't even have a house, so like, you can probably stop calling me. Yeah, you're probably right, sir. Sorry, I don't want to harass you. I should know. I got to take care of these voicemails before like I continue to call these people because then I don't want to harass people. That's kind of a jerk move, you know. So let's click these voicemails. I forgot what button I click. Click it. This button do I press? Uh, uh, I guess this button. Transfer it to me. I swear there's an easier way. How the heck do I press? Why can't I move it? Wait, I did this before. Hold up. Sarah Gallegos or Gallegos, how do you keep from being in your feels after? I had so many rude people answer the last call session. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you just got to realize that the people that are mean, it's usually not about you. Because you think about it, like if you're a super happy person and someone cold calls you, are you going to be mean to them? No, like you might be a little bit annoyed, but you'll still probably treat them nice if you're feeling happy. But if you're miserable and you need someone to take out something on, and you get a cold call, yeah, you're probably gonna be super mean. So it's usually not about you. Sometimes they just hate cold callers. That's fine. But you just got to go on to the next one. We call it a you smile and dial. Darn, I'm trying to figure out how to transfer this voicemail into not a lead and say like not interested because they're all saying hey not interested, so I can mark them off my list. Where'd the button go? I used to have a button that I can transfer. Oh, ready mode. I don't want to feel like an I don't want to feel like an idiot and like have to call tech support again, but I probably will. I'm usually able to just click this. Click. Man, I feel dumb. Okay. You guys are gonna watch me. And this is real, is like sometimes you don't dial the whole time because you just run into technical issues. But I got their tech support on speed dial because I just use them so much. I'm best friends with tech support. If you know the extension of the person you are trying to reach. Sarah said, someone told me their house burned down but still wanted to sell. Went through a bunch of questions and then he said he wanted to close October 32nd. Yeah, some sellers like to mess with you. You gotta like you gotta see if they're legit. Hello? H- Hi. I have a couple voicemails in the inbound call queue, and I can't find out how to like move them onto like a disposition. I used to be able to, but I can't figure it out anymore. Oh, so you have to open up go to your voicemail. Yes. And then you have to click on them individually. Do you know how to access the voicemails? Like from your key dial pad, you have the blue. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and like I'm trying to click them, and it's not actually letting me click. It used to let me click them. That's why I'm confused right now. Oh, like maybe you have the wrong one. You can transfer to another user, but there's no way to display. You can only add to DNC from the voicemail. That's the only one you could do. Oh. So you basically have to manually copy the numbers and check the profile. I don't think there's ever been a time when you could do that, to be honest. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Maybe you have it mixed with something else. Is where would I do you know where I would go to see if like I could connect it so I can just like click a disposition after clicking the voicemail from that spot? Could you say that again? Do you know where what I would do if I wanted to make it so where when I click the voicemail section and I can click on one of the voicemails that it would bring me to the disposition section so I can click not interested or something like that? Oh, so you have to copy the number, like, and then use the search bar on top. If you have that profile or that number in your system, then it would come up when you search. So when you search with the 563, that doesn't even exist. Okay, so I'll just copy and paste the number in the search bar. Right. And then if it comes up with a profile, or you could manually create a profile for that Okay, number, I see and then you it. can just search. Okay, I'll just do that for now. Thank you so much. No problem. Okay, bye-bye. Man, I swear there was an easier way before. I swore I clicked the voicemail and I could mark it. So let me handle these first. This guy said, what did he say? Oh, yeah, that's the guy that's not interested in selling. He's like, I don't even have a house. So let's make sure I have it on the right person. 340. Yep, not interested. Now I can delete this voicemail. Boom. This voicemail, what did this person say? She just said no, thank you. So not interested in selling. So let's mark this lady. Okay, so that was a prop from high equity list. Not interested. That's fine. I'll delete that voicemail. And Last voicemail. What's this person say? Oh. Yeah, that's the guy that said, "I'm not interested in doing business with slime bags and scum balls," whatever he said. So, we'll delete him too. Ooh, that was from a different list. Interesting. Okay, so not interested. That's fine. Take you off my voicemails, and boom, voicemails are cleared. And we cleared out some leads that were not interested. Um, cool. All right, let's continue calling for the next 10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes. Oh, it's go time. 10 minutes. How many calls have I made so far? It's gonna be 1,700 plus 5 hours prior. About 2,000 people. Ooh, I can feel the lead. I can feel a lead coming. It's usually roughly every thousand. So we'll see. Could take more. That's fine, but I feel it. I feel good. I think it's coming. These next 10 minutes, we're gonna get something. You feel it too, Adam? Yep. 10 minutes. 10 minutes until I take my walk. Maybe eat a which one should I eat first? Cliff Bar, which I had last time, or protein bar? I'm gonna take my walk around the building, 2 laps, have a snack, and have some water, go pee, call my girlfriend probably, and I'm gonna sit back at the dialer in after my 30-minute break for an hour, and then we're gonna be doing some role playing with some of my students. Protein. Okay. 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 We'll take this protein bar next. Also, now I don't know how many of you are crazy like me, but if someone was like on a big budget, like a serious, legitimate budget, and they needed convenient food. So they didn't want to cook it, they didn't want to go out to eat. Literally, some of the cheapest protein you will get are these protein drinks from Walmart. They'll come out to like, I think usually like $1.40 per, but there's 30 grams of protein in it. Absurd amount of protein. It's like probably the cheapest protein besides like protein powder, but that's not as convenient because you can't just go. Like you actually got to take the time. Like I'm talking about pure convenience and cheap. These things, and if you have enough a day and you have like a couple bars, like Cliff Bars or something, where there's a little bit of protein, but you don't need a ton, you can get away with a super ridiculously cheap monthly budget amount for your food if you're crazy. But only a couple people will care because most people don't care about like bodybuilding, keeping muscle, growing muscle. But if you're on that kind of budget, yeah, like get those. Trust me. I uh I've been through a lot of seasons with fitness and I've tested a lot, found a lot of like hidden gems for foods with super high protein content, super cheap. And there's just a lot of cool things to try. Yeah, that's some of the cheapest protein I've ever found. Another cheap protein is like that Fairlife milk, not the actual protein drink, but the legit milk. It's not real milk, but it's Fairlife milk. Absurdly high protein, although it takes up a lot of space in your fridge. But if you're really balling on a budget, like you get that stuff. Um, yeah, there's a lot of things. Okay, I was feeling confident about this lead, but we got 7 minutes left. No one picked up the phone. It's been 3 minutes. What the heck? Oh, also, Adam, I saw your comment on one of my YouTube videos. You asked for a video on a CRM. Like, what specifically did you want to know? I made a CRM video, but of like how to set one up. What would you like to know about a CRM? Because I want to make videos. Hello, Maria. Who- Hi, it's Justin. Probably got you at a bad time. Well, my name's Justin. I don't know if you can help me. I've been trying to reach the owner of 782110 Shaw. Oh, you're probably not interested in selling it. Oh, do you have any other homes you might want to sell or know anyone who wants to sell a home? Okay, have a good day. Not interested. Okay, not that one. Next one for sure. But yeah, let me know, Adam, what video you want to see on a CRM. I'm trying to make the detailed videos for people that ask questions that maybe take longer to explain because I like teaching. Because the way that I teach is I teach the way that I want to learn. It's like I explain the why, the process, like everything. So it's not just do this, do this, do this. It's like here's why we do everything, and I use examples that I think relate to people in real life. That's my favorite teaching style. Manny said, "Hey, you're back on. Nice. What dialer are you using?" I'm using Ready Mode. Favorite dialer so far. You said just the basics for people who have no idea what a CRM is. You did the dialer video for people who've never heard of a dialer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably can make a good video on that if you wanted. The video that I'm actually preparing, it's gonna be a long one. It's literally gonna be a step-by-step guide on what it takes to succeed, all the tools you need for a successful cold call marketing campaign for any market. So, because that's actually a big presentation I've been doing for one-on-ones with students, and I think I've done it enough times where, like, I know exactly what to say. I know exactly what to say. I know exactly what goes on people's heads. So that's the next big video I wanna make. Might take a while, might be like a 40-minute video, but I think that'll perform really well over the long run, and I think it's gonna give the most value to new students. So, I'm trying to craft a really good process and video for that next. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I try to explain stuff. Like I said, I just use examples. Um, I think examples and stories are how people actually learn because they can relate a thing to a story. Hmm. 4 more minutes. You know what's actually crazy? My throat is so tired. It's because I've been talking the entire time I'm cold calling because I want to entertain you guys and teach you all at the same time. So I think the next call session, I'll just call and just shut up unless someone picks up the phone because my voice is going away. But that's how you train it. I really want my vocal cords to be strong because I want to be able to talk a lot. But like you just have to keep pushing them to the limit. They're like a muscle. It's like any muscle. Like the brain, I think it's a muscle, but you can train it like one if it's not. You can train yourself to work harder and longer. You just got to push the limit every single time, and you will get better. Oh gosh. Oh, the other video I was making, I plan to make the best burr video out on the internet because all the burr videos that are out there of like that strategy in real estate, no one explains it well. I've watched a lot because I want to see like how people are explaining it, and no one explains it well ever. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna make the best one out there. So I want that video to perform well over time too. Because I'm gonna like I legit will have to whiteboard it and go in depth so that people understand the difference. Like, here's how it looks like when you burr using hard money. Here's how it looks like when you burr and using a cash purchase, or if you burr using private money and hard money. Like, here's what you got to look out for. Um, there's not a video out on the internet like I could find. None of Bigger Pockets videos, none of the other people that have done it that have fully explained it well. So I'm excited to make that one. So I was actually planning that one all morning, like from like 5 a.m. to 7 or 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. for like 3 hours. I would just brainstorming how I would say this, what I would relate it to, and yeah, I want to make some fire videos that'll last because a lot of my past videos it's just kind of like I freestyle it, but now I'm trying to make legitimate, full on presentation, good videos that people will actually refer to other people. It's kind of the idea behind hearing Alex Hormozy talk about just make a good product and people will tell other people about it. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more. A lot more work, but I think I actually feel a lot better about it. It makes me feel proud of the content that I'm about to put out versus all the past. I mean, I'm proud of all the past content too, but it feels good when you put a lot of effort into something and you care about it and people really benefit from it. Like any presentation I give you guys for the students that are in the coaching program, Wealthy Investor, any presentation I give, I've practiced. You know, I've practiced. Seen how like long it takes, how long a Q&A session might be, how long it takes to explain an example, and how I just practice this stuff because I want to make sure it delivers and it actually connects in your head. Okay. Hello, Cynthia. Hey, it's Justin. Probably caught you at a bad time. Well, I don't know if you can help me, but I've been trying to reach the owner of 136 Hills Way. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye. She wanted to get off the phone. That's all right. She's like, "Justin, you're funny," 'cause she liked the script. Not interested, but darn. Okay, we did not find a deal in the last 10 minutes. That's all right. We're gonna find a deal in the next hour for sure. So I'm gonna stop my timer. Whew, that was a good sesh. My throat. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all the next one in like 30 minutes or so.